So DSFR today, game for Cowboys versus Rams, and the game score ended up being 35-30. Now, I will admit, we took the L. Not only did we take the L, but we decided to just choke this game away. I think we were leading 4 and up to 13, something like that in the second quarter, something like that. But we ended up choking this game away. We just couldn't get any offense going in the third quarter. A lot of the fourth quarter, it was just abysmal for that second quarter. It was just terrible. Like, we did not get anything going. No field goals, just no drives going. They just held the possession, or the Rams did, the whole time. The Cowboys just couldn't get anything going in the second half. They were explosive in the first half, but they just couldn't get anything going in the second half. And that was really one of the main reasons of their demise in this game. Now let's get into the stats on why the Rams did end up winning this game. Goff ended up going 21-36, 2 touchdowns. He wasn't elite, but he was very, very good. I wouldn't say that he never really quit, because he got frustrated a lot of the time in that first half. Running for the Rams, they got Gurley, 23 carries, 121 yards. That's pretty good for them. On receiving, Gurley led the team, 7 receptions, 94 yards, a touchdown. Again, he was really good at receptions as well. On the receiving end, Kupp went got 5 receptions, 60 yards, and Higbee, their tight end, got 30 receptions, 47 yards. Now their defense, Bear got an interception, Brockers got a sack. For field goals, though, Zerline was elite, dude. 7 for 7 field goals. 23 of their 35 points were because of him. Like that, they just got into field goal range. Anytime you got into even considerable field goal range, he just got it. He was just amazing. He was probably one of the best kickers this week. You could definitely make an argument. He was just, without him, they would have been nowhere in that game. And definitely, he was the MVP of that game for them. Just being consistent, and he got most of their offense. So it's field goal, or the field kicker is definitely an important position. Now for the Cowboys, they made some mistakes in this game, definitely. The thing that kind of turned it around for me was that Switzer kick return fumble that the Rams ended up getting a touchdown off of. That was just embarrassing. He should have kneeled it, or not kneeled it, but just put it down and just stop the play. Like, this game could have been a lot different if he did that and not fumbled the ball. The blocking really wasn't there for him, but he should have seen that. I mean, he is an NFL player after all, but there's just mistakes to be made on each end, but mostly for the Cowboys. Now, for the Cowboys on offense, Prescott was 20 for 36, 252 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. He was fantastic in the game. Of course, that one interception was just that was just an amazing play by the defenseman. Like, for Barron, that was just an amazing play. But those 3 touchdowns, he was really good on those ones. I felt like he made all the plays that he needed to. He let go of the ball and put it out of bounds when he needed to as well. I think he was really solid in that kind of area, and I think he was accurate when he needed to be. He is amazing off the pocket when the defensemen are rushing towards him. He's just able to make elite accuracy throws. Kind of reminds me of an Aaron Rodgers in that way. That can just slip through the defenseman and then make a super accurate throw when he's running off, and that's really quite important. Now for rushing, Elliott led the charge of 21 carries, 85 yards, which was decent. He had a touchdown rushing as well, which is a great play by him, shedding that tackle and then getting in again. That was an amazing play by him. Morris with that explosive 70-yard gain. I think it was in the second quarter, and that was just an amazing run. He was just explosive. He almost got a touchdown, but that defenseman just came out of nowhere and got him. But he was just an amazing player on that play, and he was just able to find a pocket and get through there. For receiving, Bryant, 5 receptions, 98 yards. We want to see more receptions, but when he had a lot of yards, so who cares? Elliott, 4 receptions, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Williams, 4 receptions, 34 yards. You want to see a little bit better from him, but that's still decent. Butler, a touchdown. Hannah, a touchdown. I think he had like 24 yards in one play, which is nice. And on the defense, Lawrence had a sack, and Bailey had a field goal, which was good. They didn't get, whenever the Cowboys got into into goal range, they usually capitalize with a touchdown. Only once they had to go Dan Bailey, and that was at the start of the game. But you would have wished that they would have gotten into field goal range more than that, and the game would have been a lot different, in my opinion. Now, the next game will be against the Packers, who are 3-1. They played pretty well this last week. The close game was before that. Now, if you aren't going to have if your defense is going to be good against the Rams, it is certainly not going to be good against the Packers. It'll just be a manslaughter. I think that they'll lose that game as well. I don't think it'll get better than this. They can't make a really that clutch play when they need to. That defense, I think that they're just not ready. They're too young, inexperienced, and I think that'll be their demise. Now that'll be it for today, guys. Guys, enjoy. Make sure you like. Guys, really enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.